Imagine you walk into a cafe where people are speaking English. They're chatting, telling jokes, and having fun. You hear the words, but don't understand everything. Wouldn't it be great to know what they're saying? Listening is your way in. It's like learning the secret code to join their world. Think about how babies learn to talk. They don't open books or study grammar. They just listen to people around them every day. First, they understand simple words, then sentences. Soon, they start talking too. You can learn English the same natural way. When you listen to real English, you learn how people actually speak. Textbooks teach perfect grammar, but real conversations are different. People say, "What's up?" instead of "How are you?" They speak fast and use slang. This is the English you need to understand. At first, you might only catch a few words. That's completely normal. Even native speakers didn't understand everything as children. The important thing is to keep listening. Your brain is smart. It will start connecting the words you know. Try this. Listen to the same short conversation several times. First time, just try to get the main idea. Next time, listen for words you know. Then try to catch new words. You'll be surprised how much more you understand each time. Listening helps you learn without studying. You'll start to know what sounds right in English. For example, you'll hear "I'm going to" instead of "I go to" for future plans. Your brain remembers these patterns automatically. Pronunciation becomes easier too. Words often sound different than they look. Vegetable sounds like veg-table. Comfortable sounds like comf-table. When you hear these words often, you'll say them correctly without thinking. The best part is how confident you'll feel. When you understand an English song or follow a movie scene, it's exciting. These small wins keep you motivated. Start with just 10 minutes of listening each day. Do it while riding the bus or cooking dinner. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. The people speaking English in that cafe, they all started where you are now. With regular listening, you'll get better without even noticing. One day, you'll be the one laughing and telling stories in English. English is all around you, in songs, shows, and daily conversations. Your ears are your best teachers. The more you listen, the more natural English will feel. Press play on something you enjoy and let the learning happen by itself. Don't worry about understanding every word. Even native speakers don't catch everything. Focus on the words you know and the general meaning. Your brain will fill in the gaps as you keep listening. This is how language learning really works. Try listening to different types of English. News reporters speak clearly, while friends talk fast. Songs teach you rhythm. Podcasts teach you conversation. Each one helps in a different way. Find what you enjoy and listen often. Some days you'll understand more, some days less. That's completely normal. What matters is that you keep listening regularly. Like exercise, small daily practice works better than long sessions once in a while. Be patient with yourself. You're training your ears to recognize English sounds. At first, words might sound mixed together. With time, you'll hear where one word ends and another begins. This happens naturally. You don't have to force it. When you find something difficult, slow it down. Many apps let you reduce the speed. Listen until you understand, then speed up again. This helps your brain process English at different speeds. Talk back to what you hear, even if just to yourself. Repeat phrases you like. Try copying how the speakers sound. This shadowing technique helps your mouth learn the movements for English sounds. Carry English with you everywhere. Play audio while walking, cleaning, or exercising. The background listening still helps. Your brain learns even when you're not fully focused. Every little bit makes a difference. Celebrate small victories. When you recognize a word you've learned, feel proud. When you understand a sentence without translating, that's progress. These moments show you're improving, even when it feels slow. Remember why you started learning English. Maybe for travel, work, or friends. Keep that reason in mind when listening gets tough. Your goal is within reach if you keep listening a little each day. The journey to English fluency begins with your ears. Open them to the language every day, and soon your mouth will follow. Listening is the key that unlocks speaking, reading, and writing. Start today and let the world of English welcome you in. Here's a helpful tip for learning English through listening. Don't try to translate every word into your native language. That takes too much time and makes understanding harder. Instead, focus on catching the main idea of what you're hearing. When you listen to someone talking about their day, listen for words you already know. Words like breakfast, work, or dinner give you important clues. Your smart brain will use these clues to understand the whole story. It's like putting together puzzle pieces. Try listening to the same audio several times. First time, just try to understand the general meaning. Second time, listen for new words you don't know. By the third or fourth time, you'll notice small details you missed before. This really helps your English improve. Let's say you hear, "I'm absolutely starving." Even if you don't know starving, you can guess it means very hungry from the situation. Learning words this way is easier than memorizing lists because you remember real examples from life. Listening also teaches you grammar naturally. You might hear, "I've been waiting for ages." You understand this means waiting a long time. Even if you don't know the grammar rule, your brain learns patterns just by hearing them often. Pronunciation gets better too. Many English words don't sound like they're spelled. Wednesday sounds like Wednesday. Comfortable sounds like comfortable. When you hear native speakers say these words, you learn the correct way to pronounce them. As you understand more English, you'll feel more confident. That exciting moment when you think, "I understood that," makes you want to keep learning. This confidence helps you start speaking too, not just listening. To get the most from listening, make it part of your daily routine. You don't need special time for it. Just listen while doing other things. Play English audio while cooking, exercising, or riding the bus. This makes learning easy and natural. Choose things you enjoy listening to. If you like sports, listen to sports news. If you love music, listen to English songs. When you're interested in the topic, learning doesn't feel like work. You'll want to listen more often. Try repeating what you hear. When watching a video, pause after sentences and say them yourself. Copy how the speaker sounds. This shadowing helps your mouth learn to make English sounds correctly. It's great for pronunciation practice. Don't worry if you don't understand everything at first. Even native speakers sometimes miss words. The important thing is to keep listening regularly. Your understanding will grow little by little like a plant getting water every day. Vary what you listen to. News reports use formal language. TV shows use casual talk. Songs teach you rhythm. Each type helps in different ways. Try different things to give your ears good practice with all kinds of English. Some days you'll understand more than others. That's completely normal. Even on days when it feels hard, your brain is still learning. Just like exercising muscles, sometimes you feel strong, sometimes tired, but you're always getting better. Use technology to help. Many apps let you slow down audio. If something is too fast, slow it until you understand, then speed up again. You can also turn on subtitles first, then try without them later. Notice how words connect in speech. Native speakers often blend words together. To you, sounds like dia. I am going to becomes I'm gonna. Listening helps you learn these natural speech patterns that textbooks don't teach. Keep a notebook for new words you hear. Write down phrases that interest you. Later, you can look them up or ask about them. This helps you remember and use what you're learning from listening. Share what you're learning with others. Tell a friend about an interesting podcast you heard. Sing an English song you like. Teaching someone else helps you remember better. It also makes learning more fun when you do it together. Be patient with yourself. Learning a language takes time. Celebrate small successes like understanding a conversation or recognizing a new word. These little victories add up to big progress over weeks and months. Remember why you're learning English. Maybe for travel, work, or making new friends. When listening feels difficult, think about your goal. This motivation will help you keep going when it's challenging. Your ears are powerful learning tools. The more you listen to real English, the more natural it will sound to you. One day, you'll realize you're understanding without trying. That's when you'll know your listening practice is working. Make listening a habit, like brushing your teeth. Do it every day, even for just 10 minutes. Regular short practice works better than long sessions once in a while. Consistency is the key to real progress. English is all around you in today's world, in movies, songs, podcasts, and conversations. Every time you press play, you're giving yourself a free English lesson. The more you listen, the closer you get to fluency. Trust the process. You might not notice improvement every day, but over time, you'll understand more and more. Keep listening, stay curious, and enjoy the journey of learning English through your ears. Soon, you'll find yourself thinking in English without translating. You'll catch jokes in movies and understand song lyrics. These exciting moments make all the practice worthwhile. Your future fluent self will thank you for starting today. Every great English speaker started as a listener first. By building this strong listening foundation, you're preparing yourself to speak confidently too. The sounds you hear today will become the words you speak tomorrow. Keep listening. Making English listening part of your daily life is easier than you think. You don't need special time or books. Just use the moments you already have. Play English audio while doing everyday things like cooking or walking to the store. While making breakfast, listen to an English cooking show. You'll learn food words while doing something useful. Washing dishes, put on an English podcast, waiting for the bus. Listen to English music. These small moments add up to big learning. Start with topics you enjoy. Love football? Listen to sports news in English. Enjoy fashion? Find videos about style. When you like what you're hearing, learning feels like fun, not study. You'll want to listen more often this way. Try this simple trick called shadowing. When you hear an interesting sentence, pause and repeat it, exactly how the speaker said it. Copy their voice, their rhythm. This helps your mouth learn to move like native speakers. English sounds different around the world. American, British, and Australian accents all have their own music. Start with one accent that's easiest for you. Later, try others to train your ears for real conversations with anyone. Begin with just 10 minutes of listening daily, about 2 songs or half a podcast. As it gets easier, increase to 30 minutes. Remember, doing a little every day works better than hours once a week. Your ears need regular practice. Imagine listening to a travel story. Last summer, I visited Greece's beautiful beaches. Even if you miss some words, you understand beaches, summer, Greece. Next time, you'll catch more, like crystal clear water or delicious seafood. Listening does more than teach words. It opens windows to other cultures. You start understanding why people laugh at certain jokes or what makes their stories special. English becomes more than a language. It's a way to connect. When you watch English movies and understand both words and feelings, everything changes. You feel part of the story, not someone outside looking in. This is when English truly becomes your language too, not just something you study. Friendships grow when you understand not just what people say, but how they say it. The excitement in their voice when talking about hobbies. The quiet tone when sharing something personal. Listening teaches you these important differences. You'll notice your progress in small ways. Suddenly, you understand a commercial jingle. You catch what the cashier says to the next customer. These little wins show your listening is improving even when you don't realize it. Don't worry if some days feel harder. Maybe the audio seems too fast or unclear. This happens to everyone. Just choose something easier that day, maybe a children's show or a slow song. Tomorrow will be better. Try different listening times to see what works best. Maybe you focus better with morning news, or perhaps evening stories help you relax while learning. Find your golden time when English sounds clearest to you. Use technology to help. Speed up slow speakers if you're bored. Slow down fast talkers when needed. Turn on subtitles at first, then try without. Make the English fit your level right now. Keep a small notebook for cool phrases you hear. Maybe a TV character says, "That's awesome," or a song repeats, "I got you." Write these down to use later. They'll help you sound more natural. Share what you hear with others. Tell a friend about an interesting podcast. Sing a new English song in the shower. When you use what you've heard, it sticks better in your memory. Be patient with yourself. Learning through listening is like growing a plant. You don't see daily changes, but suddenly there are new leaves. One day you'll surprise yourself by understanding whole conversations easily. Remember why you started learning English. Maybe for better job chances, travel dreams, or new friends. When listening feels tough, picture yourself using English confidently in that situation. This vision will keep you going. Your ears are amazing tools that can learn English while you live your life. Every bus ride, every laundry day, every walk can be a free English lesson if you just press play. The language is all around you, ready when you are. Soon, English will feel like background music you naturally understand. Words will stop feeling foreign and start feeling familiar. This comfortable feeling is how you know your listening practice is working perfectly. Every minute you spend listening, plant seeds for future fluency. The sounds you hear today become the words you'll speak tomorrow. Keep feeding your ears with English, and your mouth will follow when it's ready. The journey to understanding English is made of many small listening moments. Treasure each one. The first time you get a joke, the first song you understand fully. These are the real steps to mastering the language. One day soon, you'll realize English doesn't feel like a subject anymore. It feels like a natural part of your world. That's the magic of learning through listening. It sneaks into your life until one day it just belongs there. Listening does more than help you understand English. It helps you connect with people. When you understand someone's words and the feeling behind them, you feel closer to that person. You start feeling part of the English-speaking world, not just someone learning it. As you listen more every day, something amazing happens. English stops feeling like a strange language and starts feeling familiar. Even as a beginner, you'll notice words and phrases you recognize. Each time you listen, you're growing your understanding bit by bit. Now let's talk about accents, the different ways people speak English. You might notice Americans, British, and Australians sound different, saying the same words. This is completely normal and actually good for your learning. Think of it like different flavors of ice cream, all sweet, but with unique tastes. Imagine hearing water in an American movie. It sounds like waiter. Then in a British show, it sounds like water. Same word, different sound. At first, this might confuse you, but don't worry. Your ears will learn to recognize words in all their variations. Listening to different accents is like exercise for your ears. Just as running makes your legs stronger, hearing various accents makes your listening skills stronger. You'll become better at understanding anyone, no matter how they speak English. American English often has strong R sounds. Car sounds like car-r. British English is softer. Car sounds more like say-ah. Australian English has its own style. Day might sound like die. These differences make English colorful and interesting. When you only hear one accent, your understanding stays limited. But when you listen to many accents, your brain learns to be flexible. You'll be ready for real conversations with people from anywhere. This is how you become a confident English user. Start with the one accent that's easiest for you. Maybe American English from TV shows or British English from news reports. Once comfortable, slowly add other accents, like learning to swim in shallow water before the deep end. You'll discover each English-speaking country has its own special words, too. Americans say awesome, British say brilliant, Australians say no worries. These little differences are fun to learn and help you sound more natural when speaking. Movies and TV shows are great for learning accents. Watch an American sitcom one day, a British drama the next. Notice how the actors speak differently. Your ears will gradually adjust to all the variations in pronunciation and rhythm. Don't get frustrated if some accents seem harder at first. Even native speakers sometimes struggle with other accents. With regular listening, what sounds strange today will become clear tomorrow. Your brain just needs time to adjust. Try this exercise. Find a short video in one accent and listen several times. Then find the same type of video in another accent. Compare how they sound. You'll start hearing the differences more clearly each time. Podcasts are another great way to practice accents. Many shows have hosts from different countries. Listen to how they pronounce the same words differently. This kind of practice is gold for your listening skills. Remember, no accent is better than others. They're just different. Your goal isn't to copy one perfectly, but to understand them all. This flexibility will serve you well in real-life situations with people from everywhere. As you listen to various accents, you'll notice your own understanding growing stronger. Words that once confused you will become clear. Conversations that seemed too fast will slow down in your mind. This is the power of regular listening practice. You're not just learning words, you're learning cultures. Each accent carries the history and personality of its country. Through listening, you travel the English-speaking world without leaving your home. What an amazing way to learn. Keep a notebook of interesting accent differences you notice. Write down how different people say the same word. This helps you remember and recognize these variations when you hear them again. It's like making a map for your ears. Don't be afraid to imitate accents you hear. Try repeating phrases the way different speakers say them. This isn't about changing how you speak, but about training your mouth to make all English sounds. It's great practice. Some days focus on one accent, other days mix them up. Variety keeps your learning fresh and fun. Like eating different foods, each accent gives your ears new flavors to enjoy and learn from. Celebrate when you understand a new accent for the first time. These moments show your hard work is paying off. Every accent you add to your understanding makes you more confident and capable in English. Remember, even native English speakers sometimes ask, "Can you repeat that?" when hearing unfamiliar accents. It's normal to need time to adjust. Be patient with yourself as your ears learn this new skill. As you continue your listening journey, you'll develop an amazing ability, understanding English in all its beautiful variety. This skill will open doors to friendships, opportunities, and experiences across the English-speaking world. Think of yourself as a collector of English sounds. Each new accent you understand is like adding another precious item to your collection. The more you gather, the richer your English becomes. One day soon, you'll watch an international meeting or movie with multiple accents and realize you understand them all. In that moment, you'll know you've become not just an English learner, but a true English speaker. Every minute you spend listening to different accents makes you more at home in the English language. Keep going, stay curious, and enjoy the journey of discovering all the wonderful ways English is spoken around the world. The world of English is big and diverse, just waiting for you to explore it through listening. Where will your ears take you next? Whatever accent you choose to listen to today, remember, you're becoming a citizen of the English-speaking world. Every accent is like a different color of the same beautiful painting. The more you listen to them, the more you'll understand English, no matter who's speaking. Think of it like getting to know different friends. Each has their own special way of talking. When you hear different accents, you learn new words and expressions too. Americans might say awesome when something's great, while British people say brilliant. Australians call friends mate, and breakfast brekkie. These little differences make English fun and interesting to learn. Imagine you're talking with someone from England today and someone from America tomorrow. Because you've practiced listening to both accents, you won't feel confused. You'll understand them both and can answer naturally. This is the power of listening to many accents. Your pronunciation gets better too when you hear different accents. You learn that words can sound different but still mean the same thing. Maybe you like how Americans say water or how British people say tomato. You can choose which way you want to speak. Watching movies and listening to songs becomes much more fun. Instead of missing jokes in British shows or not understanding slang in American rap, you'll get it. You might even laugh when a character says it's bloody cold, because you know it just means very cold. Each English-speaking country has its own special words. In America, people say trash can, while in England they say bin. An American apartment is a British flat. Knowing these differences helps you understand no matter who you're talking to. When you listen to various accents regularly, something amazing happens. Your ears become like super ears. They can understand English in all its forms. A Scottish person's strong accent or a Canadian's unique way of speaking won't confuse you anymore. Try this fun exercise. Watch the same news story from different countries. Notice how the American, British, and Australian reporters say the same words differently. This is like a game that makes your English stronger every time you play. Don't worry if some accents seem harder at first. Even native speakers sometimes struggle with accents they don't hear often. The important thing is to keep listening. Your brain is learning even when you don't realize it. You'll start noticing small things that make each accent special. How Americans pronounce the R strongly in words like car. How Australians make long vowel sounds saying day, almost like die. These details help you understand everyone better. The more accents you know, the more confident you feel. Imagine traveling to different countries and understanding everyone, or making friends from around the world because you understand how they speak. This is what listening practice can do for you. Keep a little notebook of fun words from different places. Write down when you hear Americans say soda, British say fizzy drink, or Australians say soft drink. Looking back, you'll see how much you've learned about English varieties. Remember, you don't have to speak in any particular accent. The goal is to understand them all, like understanding different types of music. You don't have to play them all, just enjoy and recognize them. When you hear a new accent, imagine you're a detective solving a mystery. Listen for clues in how words sound. Soon you'll start recognizing patterns, and what seems strange becomes familiar and clear. Every time you understand a new accent, celebrate. It means your English is growing stronger. Maybe today you finally understood that fast-talking radio host. Tomorrow you'll catch all the words in that Irish movie. Think of English accents like different flavors of ice cream. Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, all delicious, just different. The more flavors you try, the more you appreciate each one's special taste. Same with English accents. Your phone or computer can be your accent teacher. Find videos, podcasts, and music from different English-speaking places. A little bit each day adds up to big improvements in understanding all kinds of English. Soon you'll notice you're not translating in your head anymore. When someone says cheers, you'll know if it means thank you in Britain or let's drink in America. The meaning comes straight to you without thinking. This is how you become truly comfortable with English, when all its varieties feel familiar. Like a traveler who feels at home in many countries, You'll feel confident with all accents. And it all starts with listening. The world becomes smaller and friendlier when you understand English in all its forms. That British TV show, that Australian song, that American podcast, they all become your teachers and friends in learning this global language. Every accent you understand opens new doors to new friends, new cultures, new ways of thinking. Keep listening, stay curious, and enjoy discovering all the wonderful ways people speak English around the world. Your effort today will reward you for years to come. Listening to different kinds of English makes you feel more sure of yourself. When you understand people from America, England, or Australia, you stop worrying about conversations. You know you can talk with anyone, and this confidence helps you speak more freely and naturally. Start with things you already know about. Watch the same type of video in different accents, maybe news about sports or weather. See how American, British, and Australian reporters say the same things differently. This helps your ears adjust without feeling too difficult. If an accent sounds hard at first, turn on subtitles. Reading while listening helps connect the words you see with the sounds you hear. After some time, try without subtitles. You'll be surprised how much more you understand now. Find YouTube channels or podcasts about things you enjoy. If you like cooking, watch chefs from different countries. If you love technology, listen to tech reviewers with various accents. Learning becomes fun when it's about topics you care about. When you hear an interesting phrase, pause and say it yourself. Try to copy exactly how the speaker sounds. This helps your mouth learn new ways to move. Do this often, and soon these sounds will feel comfortable to make. Begin with accents that seem easier for you. Many learners start with American or British English because they hear them often. When these feel comfortable, try Australian or Irish accents to give your ears a new challenge. Don't rush yourself. Spend a few weeks with one accent before moving to another. Like learning to swim, you get comfortable in shallow water before going deeper. Each new accent will feel easier than the last one did at first. Watch children's shows in different accents. The language is simpler and clearer. You'll hear basic words pronounced in American, British, and other ways. This builds a strong foundation for understanding everyday speech. Listen to audiobook samples, read by narrators from different countries. Hear how the same story sounds with different accents. Many book websites offer free samples, a perfect way to practice without spending money. Notice how speakers use their lips and tongue. Americans might open their mouths wider, while British speakers keep their lips tighter. Watching these small differences helps you understand why words sound different. Keep a list of words that change between accents, like tomato, American, tomato, British, tomato. Seeing them written down helps you remember the variations. Review your list often until they all sound natural. Try singing along to songs from different countries. Music helps you remember rhythms and sounds. An American pop song, a British rock song, an Australian folk song. Each teaches your ears something new. When watching movies, focus on one character's speech at a time. Listen carefully to how they form their words. Imagine you're from their country. How would you say those lines? This acting exercise helps your pronunciation. Don't worry about speaking perfectly in any accent. The goal is to understand them all. Like understanding different friends' ways of talking, you don't need to copy them exactly, just know what they mean. Challenge yourself a little more each week. If American English feels easy now, try Canadian. Comfortable with British? Try Scottish. Small steps forward. Keep your learning interesting and effective. Remember how far you've come. That Australian show that confused you last month? Try it again now. You'll notice understanding much more. These moments show your hard work is paying off. Carry this confidence into real conversations. When you meet someone with a different accent, relax and listen. You've trained for this. Trust your ears. They've learned more than you realize through all your practice. Every accent you understand makes the English-speaking world feel more like home. Whether talking to a London taxi driver or a Texas shopkeeper, you'll feel comfortable and confident. That's the power of good listening practice. Your ability to understand different accents will keep growing the more you listen. Like a muscle that gets stronger with exercise, your ears will adapt to any English speaker. Just keep practicing regularly and enjoy the journey. One day soon, you won't even think about accents anymore. You'll just hear English and understand naturally. When that day comes, you'll know all your listening practice was worth it. Keep going. You're doing great. Imagine you're at an international meeting or an online English class. People from America, England, Australia, and other places are all talking together. Each person speaks English differently. But because you've practiced listening to various accents, you understand them all. You can follow the conversation easily, answer questions confidently, and even join in with your own thoughts. This amazing feeling shows how much your listening practice has helped you. You're no longer just learning English. You're using it in real life. Think about watching different shows from English-speaking countries, a British detective series, an American comedy movie, an Australian travel show. Before, they might have all sounded confusing. Now you notice the differences and enjoy each one's special style. Listening doesn't just teach you words. It opens windows to different cultures. British humor often uses clever, quiet jokes rather than loud excitement. You'll hear phrases like "not bad" when someone actually means "very good." This tells you about British personality. American English shows you a different culture. People often speak with more energy and directness. "That's awesome," or "I love this." Show their enthusiastic style. These small phrases teach you how Americans communicate their feelings openly. Australian English brings its own colorful personality. Friendly words like mate for friend, or shortened words like arvo for afternoon, show their casual, welcoming culture. When you understand these, you feel closer to Australian ways of life. Each time you listen to these different Englishes, you're not just hearing words. You're learning how people think, what they find funny, and how they show friendship. This cultural understanding makes your English richer and more natural. When you watch a British movie and laugh at their jokes or understand why Americans get excited about certain things, you're experiencing more than language. You're sharing their way of seeing the world through their English. This cultural knowledge helps you in real conversations too. You'll know when someone is joking or being serious. You'll understand if quite good means okay or really wonderful. These small understandings make big differences in communication. Your listening practice does something special. It helps you think in English. Instead of translating words in your head, you start understanding meanings directly. This makes speaking much easier and more natural when it's your turn to talk. As you keep listening, you'll notice small changes. Maybe you understand a fast-talking radio host better, or catch the joke in a TV show. These moments show your progress and encourage you to keep going. English becomes more than school lessons. It becomes real conversations, new friends, and understanding different viewpoints. The language comes alive through the voices of people from many places and backgrounds. One day you'll realize you're not just hearing English words, you're understanding English life. The worries, joys, jokes, and stories of people across the world become clear to you through their words and how they say them. This deep understanding helps you express yourself better too. You learn which words sound friendly, which sound formal, and how to show your personality when you speak. Your English stops being just correct. It becomes truly yours. Every minute you spend listening to real English brings you closer to this goal. Whether it's a podcast during your commute or a TV show before bed, you're building skills that last a lifetime. The world becomes smaller and friendlier when you understand its many Englishes. Travel, work, and making international friends all become easier when you can hear and share in all these different voices. Your journey with English is unique. Maybe you started learning for school, for work, or just for fun. Wherever it leads you next, your listening skills will light the way to meaningful connections and new experiences. Remember how far you've come, from first recognizing simple words to now understanding cultural jokes and accents. Each step forward, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. Keep listening to the world's Englishes with curiosity and patience. Every voice you understand makes you more at home in our global community. This is the true gift of learning to listen well. Soon, English won't feel like a subject you study. It will feel like a natural part of your life. And when that day comes, you'll know all your listening practice has created something wonderful. The ability to understand English in all its varieties is a superpower in today's world. With it, you can learn, connect, and grow in ways you might not yet imagine. Your ears have become your passport. Where will your English listening take you next? To new friends across the ocean? To understanding your favorite songs completely? To feeling confident in any English conversation? The possibilities are as endless as the voices waiting for you to hear them. Start with any English accent you enjoy most, then slowly add others as you improve. Remember to have fun along the way. Learning English should be an adventure, not just hard work. Listening is your secret weapon for truly mastering the language. Listening does much more than teach words and grammar. It helps you feel the natural rhythm of English, how words flow together, how people connect ideas, and how they show feelings through their voice. These are things books can't really teach you. One of the hardest parts of learning English is stopping yourself from translating everything in your head. When you constantly change English words to your language, speaking feels slow and unnatural. Listening helps solve this problem beautifully. As you listen to English regularly, your brain begins to notice patterns and common phrases. Soon, you'll understand simple sentences directly in English without translating. For example, "What are you up to?" will mean, "What are you doing?" automatically. This ability grows stronger the more you listen. Eventually, you'll find yourself thinking in English without effort. Your brain starts working in English mode, which makes speaking much easier when the time comes to have real conversations. Listening is like speed training for your English brain. In real conversations, people often speak quickly, but if you practice listening a lot, your mind learns to catch the important words and understand the main ideas fast. Imagine you're at a coffee shop and the worker says, "Hi there, what can I get started for you today?" Even if you miss a word or two, your practiced ears will understand they're asking for your order. You can answer naturally without stress. English isn't just about the words people say. It's also about how they say them. The tone of voice carries so much meaning. A happy, "Oh, really?" sounds completely different from a doubtful, "Oh, really?" even though the words are the same. When you listen often, you start recognizing these tone differences automatically. You'll know when someone is truly excited, just being polite, or maybe even joking with you. This makes your conversations much more meaningful. The magic of listening is how it prepares you for real-life English. Classroom English is often perfect and clear, but everyday speech is full of shortcuts, slang, and mixed-up grammar. Listening teaches you the English people actually use. Think of listening like learning to swim by actually getting in the water. You could read books about swimming, but nothing replaces the feeling of moving through water yourself. Listening puts you directly in the English water every day. Your listening practice builds something amazing, an English instinct. You'll develop a feel for what sounds right, even if you don't know all the grammar rules. This instinct helps you speak more naturally and make fewer mistakes. Don't worry if thinking in English feels strange at first. It's like learning to ride a bike, wobbly in the beginning, but smooth with practice. Every minute of listening brings you closer to that comfortable feeling. Try this simple exercise. After listening to something in English, close your eyes and replay parts of it in your mind. See if you can remember not just the words, but how they sounded. This strengthens your mental English muscle. The speed of your understanding will surprise you over time. Where once you needed to hear sentences several times, soon you'll catch meanings instantly. This progress happens gradually but surely with regular listening. Remember that all native English speakers started as listeners first. As babies, they listened for months before speaking. You're following the same natural path. Listening first, then speaking when you're ready. Keep your listening varied and interesting. Switch between different types of content, some fast, some slow, some formal, some casual. This prepares you for all the situations where you'll need to use English. Notice how listening improves other skills too. Your pronunciation gets better because you hear how words should sound. Your vocabulary grows with useful words people actually say, not just textbook words. Most importantly, listening builds confidence. Every time you understand something new, a joke, a song lyric, a movie line, you'll feel that wonderful "I got it" moment that keeps you motivated to learn more. Be patient with yourself. Some days you'll understand more than others. What matters is that you keep listening regularly. Like planting seeds, the results come with time and consistent care. Imagine where your English can go with strong listening skills. You'll watch movies without subtitles, understand songs perfectly, and have smooth conversations anywhere. This future is absolutely possible if you keep listening every day. Your English journey is unique to you. Maybe you'll master one accent first, then others. Perhaps you'll focus on business English or casual conversation. Let your listening guide you toward your personal goals. Every time you press play on an English video or podcast, remember, you're not just passing time. You're building life-changing skills. Each listening session moves you forward, even when it doesn't feel like it. The world becomes more connected through your growing English abilities. Friends from other countries, job opportunities, travel experiences, all become possible when you can truly understand English as it's spoken. So keep listening, stay curious, and trust the process. Your hard work will pay off in ways you can't yet imagine. The English version of you in the future will be so glad you started today. Where will your English listening take you tomorrow? To understanding a new song? To catching every word in a TV show? To having your first effortless conversation? The possibilities grow with every minute you spend listening. This is the power of learning English through listening. It's not just about language. It's about opening doors to new people, new ideas, and new versions of yourself. Your ears are leading you somewhere wonderful. Enjoy every step of this exciting journey. The challenges, the breakthroughs, the small daily improvements, together, they create something amazing. Your ability to understand and connect through English. Keep listening and let the adventure continue. When you listen to English often, you begin to hear how people sound when they speak. You can tell when someone is happy, angry, or just joking. Their voice gives you clues. Listening helps you understand these feelings better. Understanding someone's tone is very useful in real conversations. If a person sounds sad, you know how to answer kindly. If they are excited, you can be excited with them. This makes the talk feel real and natural for both people. When you understand how others feel, you can give better answers. This helps people enjoy talking to you. They feel like you really care about what they are saying. Good listening shows respect and builds stronger friendships over time. Let's say you are in a group and someone says, "I had such a hard day." If you are really listening, you might say, "Oh no, what happened?" This shows you care. The person feels better because you noticed and asked. Listening helps your social skills too. That means you become better at talking with others. You start to know when to speak, when to wait, and what to say. This makes you a better friend and a better person to talk to. Many people only wait for their turn to speak. But when you really listen, you are not just waiting. You are thinking about what the other person is saying. This makes the conversation more real and more fun for everyone. Listening also teaches you grammar in a natural way. You don't need to study rules all the time. When you hear the same phrases again and again, your brain remembers them. Soon, you start using the same grammar without even thinking about it. Think about how kids learn to speak. They don't read grammar books. They listen to their parents and repeat what they hear. You can do the same. The more you listen, the better your grammar will become without a lot of study. For example, people often say, "I've just eaten," or "She's gone to the store." Even if you don't know the rule, you hear these often. Later, you start saying them the same way. Your grammar will sound more natural and correct. This is better than trying to remember grammar rules all the time. Listening helps you speak like a real English speaker. You don't sound like a textbook. You sound like someone who really knows how English works in daily life. Listening also helps with sounds. Some English sounds are very different from your native language. By listening often, you hear how words are really said. This helps you speak better and understand more in real conversations. For example, think about the words this and that. They have a sound that many languages don't have. By listening, you hear it again and again. Your mouth starts to copy it, and soon you can say it too. You also notice the small changes in words like sit and seat. These words are almost the same, but the vowel sound is different. Listening helps you hear and understand these differences. You can also use them correctly when speaking. Another thing you learn from listening is rhythm. English has a special way of rising and falling in speech. When someone asks a question, their voice usually goes up. When they give a strong answer, their voice might go down. By listening to how people ask questions or tell stories, you learn this rhythm. You start to use it too. This makes your English sound smoother and more natural. It helps people understand you better and enjoy talking with you. Listening also helps with exclamations. These are short, strong phrases like, wow, or that's amazing. You hear the feeling in the voice, not just the words. When you copy that, you sound more alive and expressive in English. Another great tip is to repeat what you hear. Pause a video or audio and try saying the sentence the same way. This helps your pronunciation. It also helps you remember the words and use them later when you speak. Each time you understand more, you feel more confident. That good feeling makes you want to keep going. It's okay if you don't catch every word. Just getting the idea is a big win. You are improving little by little every day. Let's say you listen to a story and hear, it was such a hectic day. Maybe you don't know what hectic means, but you hear the speaker say they had no time to eat or rest. From the story, you guess that it means busy. That is the power of listening. You don't need to stop and check every word. Your brain learns to guess the meaning. Over time, you understand more without help. That's how your English grows stronger and faster. You can mix the things you listen to. Try different types like podcasts, news, songs, or videos. Each one helps in a different way. Songs help with rhythm. News helps with formal English. Podcasts help with everyday talk. No matter what you listen to, you are building your English every day. The more you listen, the easier it becomes. And soon, you will be speaking with more confidence, more understanding, and more skill. One useful way to improve your English is to copy what you hear. Listen to a short sentence, pause the audio, and try to repeat it the same way. This helps your speaking sound clearer and closer to native English speakers. When you copy how people speak, your pronunciation gets better. You learn how words should sound, not just how they look. Doing this every day can help your accent sound more natural, and it also helps you feel more confident. Listening often also makes you feel proud. Every time you understand a little more, you feel like you're making progress. Even small improvements help you feel better. You start thinking, wow, I really got that. And it pushes you forward. The more you listen and understand, the more ready you feel to speak. Even if you don't speak perfectly, that's okay. You already know some useful words and phrases from listening, and that gives you the courage to try. Imagine you listen to a few podcasts about food. After that, you feel ready to talk about meals, cooking, or restaurants. You've heard the words before, so now you can use them. That's how listening helps you in real life. Sometimes you may hear a word you don't understand. Don't panic or stop listening. Try to guess the meaning from the rest of the sentence. Use clues like the speaker's tone, the situation, or the words around it to help you. For example, someone says, "Today was such a hectic day. I had no time to rest." Even if you don't know the word hectic, you understand the person was very busy. This guessing skill is powerful and very helpful in conversations. You don't need to understand every single word. It's more important to understand the big idea. If you always stop when you hear a hard word, you lose the flow. Stay calm, listen more, and your brain will figure things out. To make listening fun, try different types of content. You can listen to podcasts about topics you enjoy, like sports or travel. You can watch videos, listen to music, or enjoy audiobooks. Each one helps you improve in different ways. Podcasts are good for learning everyday English. News is great for formal English and serious topics. YouTube has many voices and accents. Audiobooks help you follow longer stories. Music is fun and helps with rhythm and common expressions. When you change what you listen to, you stay interested and don't get bored. It also gives your brain a chance to hear different kinds of English. This helps you learn faster and remember better. Try a mix to keep it exciting. Listening often also makes you strong. You learn to keep going even when it's hard. Maybe you don't understand everything, but you don't give up. You keep listening and slowly your brain learns to handle more and more English. This kind of strength is called resilience. It means you keep trying even when it's not easy. You learn patience and stay focused. Over time, this makes you a great language learner, not just a good one. If you keep practicing, English won't feel too difficult anymore. Even hard sentences will start to make sense. You will be able to listen, understand, and respond more naturally. You will feel less stress and more confidence every time. Listening is a quiet superpower. It may not seem like much at first, but it helps everything else. Your grammar, your vocabulary, your speaking, and even your thinking. It builds a strong base for all parts of your English. When you listen every day, you are training your brain. You're building the skills you need to speak well, understand others, and join in conversations. You're preparing yourself for success in school, work, travel, and life. Start with just 5 minutes a day. That's all it takes in the beginning. Then add more time as you get comfortable. What matters most is doing it every day. Daily practice is the real secret to success. Don't worry about understanding every word. Enjoy the process. Learn from different accents and styles. Listen to something new and exciting. Every minute you listen is one step closer to becoming fluent in English. Every time you press play, you're doing something amazing. You are growing your skills, building your confidence, and getting closer to your English goals. Keep going and trust that you're getting better with each day.